Hello, fellow customers.
Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. We're watching Mal Content News. Thanks a lot, Mal Content, for sharing what's going on. Regardless of whether we agree or not. Appreciate you.
So that person that was talking, saying stop that, was the person that I was talking to earlier about, like saying one of my favorite people that was in one of the protest groups in Seattle. He's a super fascinating dude. I would love to interview him, but I know he won't do it. So, and it's a shame. He has an amazing story. He's an amazing guy. And I'm glad he's here, because I know I'll have my six. And Renee's.
Hopefully I got my audio right. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Alright, so yesterday people got ran over a little bit.
Like independent media.
I'm assuming that
please like, share, and
there
follow.
was already people out then. I don't know exactly what was going on, but I'm assuming that they're out there more tonight for that.
You know, we stick our necks out sometimes, and we're sticking them out tonight. You know, I always say, spam those hearts to show your appreciation. Your mods and admins. You know, you go ahead and spam some of those hearts for me too tonight. I am really surprised. Renee and I both would have figured the police would have appeared by now. So, really, really surprised. Okay. What you're hearing is trash cans, construction barriers being moved into the road. Are they still debating where to go now, or? So I'm just moving to be inside the car brigade because there are a lot of chuds that are following around. So it's a really, really complex and dynamic scene, and it's tense.
Chuds. Chuds are patriots, I guess, mostly.
And it's
People
it's
that
really,
don't
really
agree
hard.
with them.
You know, I'm really trying not to show faces, and it's really, really hard. I think that you have people,
see,
in
that's what I
blocks
don't like.
who are experienced, then you have some,
Don't be
other
scared.
people that are just here out of support for the march. The group stops. The group stops, but it doesn't stay tight. People kind of fan out in different directions. I mean, it's like, like I'm here and I turned the camera not to show the group, and now I'm looking on the feed, and it's like, great, I'm showing. It's just a really, really tough environment to stream in tonight. If you're just tuning in, we're live, we're in Tacoma.
Video.
This is a protest. There seems to be a diversity of missions and a diversity of tactics, and we have seen this with other protests in the last couple of weeks in the Pacific Northwest. But there seems to be, again, kind of a diversity of reasons why people are here and a diversity in tactics and what people are doing here. And so in marching through, there were a number of windows that were broken, and we then tried to kind of tighten up a little closer with the group, because we generally try to hang at the back, like right with the car brigade and the medics. Those of you familiar with
this is what happened yesterday.
Hit those people!
Oh my God!
They were pounding on this squad car and freaking out the driver.
Oh my God! Stop! Holy fuck! Oh my God!
Hit those people!
Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh my God! Stop! Holy fuck! Oh my God!
That last guy clearly got run over, right? Let's watch it one more time. Sorry, but
Oh shit!
that is a squad car that's revving up then. Yeah, it is.
Oh my God! Stop!
I don't know, it's really
Holy
hard to
fuck!
tell.
Oh my God!
Hit those people!
Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh my God!
I mean, it sounds like a race car that was revving its motor. Yeah, that last guy got it.
Hit those people!
Oh my!
But here's the thing. If you're gonna pound on someone's car and freak them out, like, human instinct is to like fight or flight. Okay, either you deal with it and you fight them, or you get the fuck out of there. This person clearly decided that they were gonna get the F out of there.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Stop! Holy fuck! Oh my God!
Wild stuff. Okay, there was another one on here. I'm still monitoring the action. Nothing's really happening. They're just marching around again now. They're walking again. So, special shout out to After the Action Report. Good stuff. What's this? A snowball fight? Snowball fight against cops. Are you kidding me, dude? Alright, let's check this out. I don't know. I mean, there's just no way that this is real. Are you kidding me? Like, no one's gonna put up with this shit. Come on, man. It's really funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it is. I'm not gonna lie, this looks staged. I'm calling bullshit. That's staged. Even though it's just snowballs. Like the one dude who sped up right at the end of it. And this guy here, he's getting fed up. And then this guy starts grabbing for stuff. Oh, maybe, yeah, it was that guy. Anyhow. Whoa. So, it is most definitely my assertion that a lot of this stuff, although involving real people, in fact, all of this stuff, quite frankly, is involving real people and maybe even real viruses, viruses that aren't what they purport them to be, but may be real. That's a better way to put it. Viruses that are purported, you know, viruses they're trying to tell us are pandemics when they're not. Elections they're trying to tell us that are fair when they clearly were not. And then unrest over racism and police brutality, when really it's not. Although it may happen and it may exist, it's not as bad as they say it is. So they're like making something out of almost nothing. Yeah, there was another really good video on here by Antifa Watch. Shout out to Antifa Watch. Yeah, here's Antifa Watch here. Whoa. Abolish ICE. Anyhow, go back to this here for a minute. Looks like they're standing still again. But, you know, these people are organized, you know, they're organized by much bigger people than them, you know, and I've heard these people say, George Soros isn't sending me a check, and would you tell someone that George Soros was sending you a check if he was sending you a check, number one? Number two, like I've been saying, there's a lot of real people that are involved with this, and those people have been trained, a lot of them, through our education system to hate America and to think that racism is a real problem, and especially systemic racism. I mean, if systemic racism exists, well then there shouldn't be a lot of things that are one-sided then, but that's a whole different can of worms. Point is that I think a lot of this is semi-scripted at the very least, and it's definitely directed toward an end, which is an end to America, in my opinion, especially with these people. I'll listen in here for a minute. Oh, I gotta go back here to do it. I muted them. I started broadcasting too because I really felt like something's going down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, especially with that video that I showed you, and well, just the general thesis that they're not stopping. You know what I mean? They're not stopping. So, considering what happened yesterday, I feel like it's a pretty high chance that something will be happening probably shortly. And, you know, what should be happening is, like, where's the cops? Where's the National Guard? You know, if the Patriots that were let into the Capitol were such a problem, because obviously they were let in with no weapons and, you know, no dumpster fires, no graffiti. Why aren't these people being dealt with?
There's a chud that's kind of circling around.
This man in the fucking car. I know the fuck I'm talking about. I'm fucking crap. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And the group is moving again.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
And that's another thing too, is that you know, these guys, everyone that's doing the streaming right now, I'm watching a bunch of different streams, and this one is the best one right at the moment. At any rate, you know, they're all trained either through confrontation or affiliation to not film faces, to try to not film crimes, which it never ends up working out for them because those unplanned things happen. But most of the time when they've, you know, like when they burned down PT News' sign, they were all very complicit in the fact that they didn't film the people that were up there defacing and then burning the billboard that he paid for. So, I don't know, it didn't used to be like that until they started getting confronted and schooled about it, especially people like CJ and Andrew Mercado. Anyway. Yeah, last night there was people out doing donuts and stuff, which happens a lot around where I'm at too, but that's pretty much what started the whole thing as far as I knew. I don't think it was the actual protest, but maybe it was. I wasn't watching.
So, we've got some police presence now. TPD is making their presence known. Although right now at the moment, it just looks like one police. No, there's more. Oh yeah, they finally moved.
Bestiality is not for me, that's why I don't fuck with the
TPD has definitely made their presence known, and looks like the protest column is moving towards the police, and we're going to move to the front. I'd like to thank everybody who's following and joining us on Twitter tonight and Periscope. If you're watching us on Twitter or Periscope, be aware that I'm navigating for trees. Be aware if you're, I'm not turning the camera, I'm trees. I'm navigating for trees. If you're watching us for the first time on Twitter or Periscope, be aware Twitter is shutting Periscope down on March 31. And we will, unless Twitter comes out with an API that supports Restream, we will cease.
Oh, looks like we got a bunch there. CJ's on there. A lot of them are broadcasting on Facebook. Shout out to Soul Luna. In fact, Soul Luna is probably one of my favorite streamers because he's never been on bullshit and doesn't care which side you're on. And I appreciate him for that. Uh-oh, that's not looking good. People are going to get run over again now. Soul kind of got schooled though too, and so that's why he's so standoffish. He'd be right up in this mix right here. Okay, hold on, never mind. I take that back. It's the line of bike cops. Shout out to Portland Andy too, even though we haven't looked at his or anything yet. And to all the streamers and re-streamers that have allowed us to see what's really going on. And if that doesn't sound like an unbalanced person, I don't know what one sounds like. Let's see what CJ's saying.
Okay. Oh, sorry guys. I know it's a jumpy feed, but boy.
Yeah, he also has been schooled quite a bit recently, so you can see how they're all kind of
basically what he was getting at was that, like, you know, some
Yeah. I think Malcontent's got the best video I got been seeing so far here. Jared. I kind of loathe this dude. Like, out of all the streamers, if I was gonna punch one of them in the mouth, it'd probably be Jared.
So a good portion of the crowd has moved up to this point. Probably about 50 yards out from the police line.
Are you only streaming on 2 platforms right now?
Yeah, Facebook, Twitch.
I did say if, by the
That
way.
reminds me, I need to turn off my notifications.
I have no desire to punch Jared in the mouth, but
Do you always have your brightness all the way up when you stream?
No, I usually keep it like halfway.
Oh shit. I don't mind going. Anywhere that's been declared as unlawful assembly yet. On Facebook, on YouTube. Thank you for finding your way over here. Everyone watching on Facebook, please share what you guys saw.
excuse me.
Anyone know if it's declared an unlawful assembly yet? I don't think they have an LRAD, so.
So I checked Craigslist. They had no pigs for fuck.
a bunch of bitches!
In my opinion, I repeat, in my opinion, your mother's a whore.
Careful, they're holding guns, I think.
In my opinion, go.
Oh, it's probably like the pepper balls.
Oh, fuck no.
I'll go look at it.
Hey, it's my religion.
Well, that sounded like the car from last night.
Hey, I just wanted to say, Jesus loves you guys. He loves all of us.
They got pistols on their hips.
Oh, well, I'll call.
Yeah.
I'll call.
I think that's what she
That
meant.
sounded like Rosa.
Yeah,
Rosa
it's got
Grimace
pistols on their hips.
talking there, maybe.
It's just him.
Look at this guy's blanket on the police officer. The charge streamer. Is that Christina? How you doing? Pretty good. That charge streamer is over here thanking all the police one by one.
You're Christina? I'm Jared. All my mods told me to say hi to you.
Oh, hi!
Looks like they're getting ready to actually do something. Look how many cops are coming.
The riot police behind large group. No gas
There's a lot of
mask
them
though.
back there.
Hey Adam, they're not masked up.
Stop running!
Yeah, I know.
That's funny.
They will.
Adam Costello. Crisis actor.
Yeah, they're
Run,
in push,
Adam.
but they don't have. We don't have to worry about gas yet.
I mean,
They're like right here.
these dudes
That's
are
a
all
good group of
clipped out,
probably 60 riot
each
cops
other
in
like
between.
mad.
In behind the group of about 25
No
cops.
organization, though.
Just in case they start making.
Oh, good point.
Throw it on real quick. I'm not trying to go down like that. Yeah, they haven't called for a dispersal. They haven't called for anything.
Someone just said they I don't know. Not over any type of comm.
Behind them.
Yeah. There's a whole nother group moving in behind them. There's at least 100 lined up now over there. Not that I'm aware of. Not over any type of intercom.
Not gonna lie, they all seem a little scared right now. They should be. You know, if there was equal treatment under the law, they'd be the ones that would be hurting. You know what I mean? I'm like so sick of the what's known as the left crying out that someone's doing something to them that they're doing. It's just beyond ridiculous, man. And, you know, that's what they want. So I'm not saying let's just go there, you know what I mean? Like there shouldn't be a civil war. In fact, there isn't a whole lot of differences between us except for that they want to end the United States instead of just restoring what's right, which is the Constitution, which may, for all we know, it may not have ever been properly followed since there was slavery, for instance, and women not being able to vote, for instance, and those things have been changed, right? So all we need to do is, you know, where it says all men are created equal, just make it all people, all persons. And there you go. That even leaves room for Sophia, the AI person that already exists electronically. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on. I'm sorry, man. We'll get back to seeing some video.
Action. That wasn't anything like vandalism or anything related. It's just a piece of metal hitting the ground. Basically back to 9th, and it looks like they are starting to go back the way we came.
It's also my opinion that even though the events that happened at the United States Capitol were, in my opinion, mostly staged and most definitely allowed to happen. I mean, that's not even like a matter of opinion, that's a matter of fact. How it was let to happen, I mean, that can always be questionable, right? I have my own ideas. You know, bottom line is that, you know, they came in there unarmed. They didn't destroy the place. They you know, was there some damage? Yes. Was there some theft even? Yes. But they were able to continue business the same evening. So they definitely didn't destroy the place, and they definitely didn't try to insurrect and hold it, you know. They didn't take over it and say, get the hell out of here, you know. And so, like, everything that they're trying to tell us is mostly bullshit with some true events. I mean, there's the lady that died there, which to some people is questionable whether she actually died. I say rest in peace, regardless, because the result is the same. Ashley Babbitt, my bad. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. Whether you're on a beach somewhere enjoying life, or whether you're resting in Jesus like everyone else who has passed from this world since the beginning, well, you know, the outcome is the same. They were able to deny the objections to the vote, and let's just get Trump the hell out of there. And I now have my doubts about how real he ever was, since, in my opinion, he did not do everything within his power to correct the sort of stuff that we're seeing right here. You know, when all the 180 days of stuff was going on, well, there is real federal stuff that he could have did. It wouldn't have made him look good, and it wouldn't have made him look good for his election. And so I understood at the time, or felt like I understood at the time, that Yeah, I felt like I understood at the time that he was doing it for those reasons. You know what I mean? For the sake of being reelected, right? Because the one thing that I noticed about him, and I did not vote for him in 2016, by the way. I voted for Gary Johnson and everyone else that was running Libertarian that I could, and then the rest of it I voted Republican on, because out of the two parties, they've been the one that's more right for me, I guess. Put it that way, you know what I mean? Like I'm a little more conservative than I am liberal. I'm not, you know, although I have received some assistance in my life, you know, I didn't really want to be assisted, you know. I mean, it was just, and it was helpful, so I don't think that there should be zero assistance like a lot of Republicans would think. But I think a hand up is better than a hand out a lot of times. You know, I don't know. Now, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, they really sway your mind to the point where it's like, screw it, man. Give me your free money. You know, and like right now you can just decide for yourself that the world's too dangerous to be hanging out in and get unemployment. Doesn't take a certificate from no one or anything else from the way that I heard it. It's just a matter of your opinion, your personal opinion on whether it's too dangerous to do your job anymore because of COVID. Anyways, anyone that doesn't like this has been wishing and hoping for these people to just get kettled and arrested, like the whole lot of them. There's probably there's maybe 100 people here. I mean, that's what I'm seeing, about somewhere around 100 probably. If there's people way behind them a lot, which I kind of doubt, but even if there was a couple hundred, and you know, they've destroyed property, they graffiti everywhere, they literally burn down buildings, literally take over police precincts, literally tried to burn people alive in buildings, police buildings, multiple places, Minneapolis and Portland. Federal buildings too. State, or federal, and the local PD as well. At any rate, where's the National Guard? You know, where's the arrests? And when they do arrest them, they kick them back out to the street. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that most of us are fed up with it, and
you know, once again, the car brigade is really tightened up.
those of you that like it, I mean, good for you, I guess.
Like, I've got one car that basically is to my left, so it's just tough for me to kind of keep that distance. And I've got the pole up pretty high, but because I'm not familiar with the streets, I don't want to go any higher. You know, and snag a power.
I mean, it is addictive. I'm watching it, so I don't mean it in that way. I mean, like, as what I consider to be an organization. I mean, look at these people are organized. They're all there together. Let's see. Yeah, he's still got the best one going right now.
Sort of scrape, you know, particularly if you're watching like on some shun site and they're scraping. One, people let us know. Two, lawyers will be sending emails tomorrow. Three, if you're watching the stream, you might as well just go to the source and watch it on our feed.
And it's called
Longtime
fair
malcontents
use.
will probably remember.
And you
there
can
was
go
a-
fuck
there was-
yourself if you don't like it.
I always love it when people are like, "Hey, so and so is scraping your feed right now," because like I just called them out of the live, and there was this group called them out of the live, and they were like, "He's not going to get it pulled down, yada yada." Letter went out next day, like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We got a email from Twitch like 10 minutes later. Pulled down.
Wham.
I don't know if the chuds have gotten bored, or if the chuds have just kind of dissolved.
Yeah, fuck him and his content. Anyways.
The streamers have formed their own little press pool, basically. Got Rose, Adam Costello, Carissa, and myself. We're all probably within about 20 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Feel like I don't know. I'll tip this up. Like these are the power lines that scare me because these are life ending. And yeah, fully extended pole would snag those. If you're just tuning in, we're in Tacoma. This is a protest.
Scraping streams. We're in Tacoma scraping streams from fucking retards.
It's really hard to put it in a box. This protest was called because a Tacoma police officer drove through a group of people yesterday. You can read the story on malcontentnews.com. We have videos, we have tweets, we have connections, press release. We did hours of research for that story and trying to get the story right. So malcontentnews.com. And again, there's another pause. Ugh.
One good thing I will say for him is he didn't ban me from his chat right away. But I think I did get banned or moderated anyways.
All right, the chuds are still around. The person who said this one wasn't a chud, but I'm seeing some chuds. So I think they're just maintaining a lower profile. As I was saying, it's really hard to put a label on this. Is it a Black Lives Matter protest? Yeah, kind of. Is it a protest over the police striking a group of people on the road yesterday? Yeah, sort of. Is it a direct action protest? Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Sort of. What a douchebag this guy anyways. Where's the one I was looking for though? Soul Luna. He was just showing malcontent on his stream.
Free app. I can't stand people. This is the type of stuff that gets you guys blocked, guys.
Unlike Malcontent, Soul Luna is good people. He may not agree with me restreaming his shit either, but him I have respect for because of the individual that he's shown himself to be. Malcontent, quite the opposite, man. He's a douchebag. I can hear him talking. Hear him? Because here's the thing, you know, like if you're filming this stuff, you want it to be out there, you know what I mean? You want to get your truth out, or you want to get your pockets
Mods, I
filled?
think you guys accidentally blocked a supporter. She's been supporting for a really long time. Mods, can we unblock Crystal? She's been supporting from the beginning. You guys might have accidentally blocked her. She's always been, you know, pretty supportive of the movement and of the stream. Check to see if she's blocked, guys, mods, and please unblock her.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I agree with Soul, but I respect him as a person. Unlike a lot of these other tards. And Antifa's definitely come at him for being the individual that he is. But, you know, like I said, they've all been schooled about filming, so probably none of them are going to really show everything. But Soul, I would say, probably more likely than most. And let us not forget that it was Kamala Harris that said that they should not and that they would not stop no matter who got elected. About a dozen times in 9 times in like 42 seconds, but
it's all good, mods. Thank you anyway.
Aiding and abetting by itself, she also pandered for their bail fund, meaning that she solicited and was supporting their bail fund. And it's also a proven fact that the BLM organization has taken over $10 million in, and that a major percentage of that has been kicked back to the Democratic Party, which also shows collusion, in my opinion. And I would think any court opinion.
Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much for your support. Very much appreciated. It really helps out with keeping the stream rolling, with gas. You know, it was like a 2 or 3 hour drive to come out here, so it really helps out with that stuff. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Robert. Joey, thank you for sharing to a bunch of groups, man. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, thank you guys, everybody who's going the extra extent and sharing. If we could get a quick thank you to the sharers. I don't know how to better word that. Thank you those who have shared.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, because what did you just say? Oh man, they showed up with Malta. Did you
I
just
do appreciate you, Solona. And your music's pretty decent too, bro. In case you ever see this. Unless Malcontent's lawyer sends me an email clear.
Let me know how the picture is, guys. Let me know if the audio's okay. Let me know if the video's okay. Is it cutting in and out? Any of that? Let me know. Appreciate you guys.
There's like 3 people that are restreaming Malcontent right now that I know of. It's called Fair Use. It's the Fair Use Act.
Yeah, I'm only streaming on Facebook right now, but I might switch over to Twitch when I get down to 20% on my phone. So we're sitting pretty good right now, though. We're still on 39%, so we have a good probably another half hour, 45 minutes before we get down to 20%. Then I'll switch over to Twitch. If you guys want to follow my Twitch, it's in the description and in the pinned comments. Please go follow that really quick while we have a dull moment. Just go out and follow my Twitch. Also, my YouTube should be in the description as well. If not, somebody can comment a link so you can subscribe to my YouTube too, just to keep you guys informed if anything happens on my Facebook and all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you.
What? That's the thing. No, bro. How's it?
Someone says, why is this worth filming? I don't know. You tell me. You're watching. So you tell me why it's worth watching.
Right? Because you know what the fuck's going on right
and
now.
Then you answered your own question. Comic-Con? Somebody said Comic-Con.
And it was also very clear all year long that these people were mostly not about Joe Biden. There's so many millions of reasons why it looks really shady. Like, it's unfucking believable how many reasons.
Yeah, no, we got a couple spammers in the comments. The mods will take care of those.
Shout out to another TV viewer and have this too. Good to see you guys.
How's the baby? Baby's alright. Thank you for asking. Baby's doing great. Really healthy.
I don't usually gain much of an audience until early in the morning, actually.
I'll get more into my personal life beyond the live stream protesting stuff. I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression of my intentions out here. But I am going to start doing supporter-only lives for, like, you know, late-night discussions and yada, yada, yada. For those that want to know what supporter-only lives are, it's the little green heart in the bottom. It's just a way that you can support what we got going on out here. Not asking anybody to do that. I'm just letting you guys know that I am from now on going to start doing supporter only lives. You know, just for different discussions. You know, stuff like that. And but I'm still gonna be doing these lives, of course. And then I also go live on my personal page, DeAndre Marquise. If you're not already following that page, go follow that. And I'll answer any personal questions. I do Q&As on there all the time. So anybody that has personal questions about my music or my, you know, my kids or anything, just stay tuned for future lives. Really appreciate you guys wanting to be invested in my life and such, but I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression of my intentions by talking about anything else out here. Hope you guys understand. Lynn says, yeah, thank God I'm a supporter. Ha, shout out to you.
It's very noteworthy that at all these protests for the Antifa BLM protests, obviously they're integrated and their supporters, you know, whatever other organizations are definitely integrated as well. Proven to me that the point is that most of these people are kids, like young people below the age of like 25.
Yeah, supporters represent in the chat, someone says supporters represent. If you're a supporter, comment, show your supporter badge. If you're a top fan, comment, show your top fan badge. Tony Rutch is getting blocked.
And like I said, they've all been
We got a lot of
programmed
trolls in
through
the
the
chat tonight.
education system, you know. Just like Orange Guy bad, it's America bad, you know. So, and then, you know, now you got the left side of Congress trying to say that we're all white supremacists for loving America. They've been pushing the same narrative out in the streets for
What's that?
2/3 of a year now. Meanwhile, I haven't seen any white supremacists show up to kick their ass yet, you know, and although they would think so in the way of like the Proud Boys or whatever, and Patriots.
Yeah, the trolls aren't going to get to me. I'm okay. I'm not even tripping.
Truth is,
I know I have a bunch of people who are super supportive of what I'm doing.
any more than COVID.
So the 300 people that don't like me,
pandemic.
well,
Any more than we had an honest election.
So their service? Is that you, buddy?
And so I think the answer is to start recalling through petition every bad mayor, every bad governor, every bad secretary of state, council members. Most people, you know, these offices can, if they can't be refilled, they can be vacated. And that's how it works. If an office can't be refilled right away by a recall election, then the office becomes vacant until the next election. You know, unfortunately, we're in a situation right now where Joe Biden is more impeachable than Donald Trump ever was because he wasn't. And by that I mean no no winning vote for impeachment in the Senate is happened then, and I doubt if it'll happen now. With the amount of conspiracy within our government, which is very open and in your face, who knows? Quite honestly, who knows? But I doubt it. But even if they did, it'll just set precedent to impeach Joe Biden all the quicker, you know, because otherwise, like if they don't impeach Trump in the Senate, I'm saying, because they already did in the House, if they don't or if they drop it, well then there's no precedent set for doing that to a president after he's finished his term. However, if they do, then there will be, and then the repercussion will be the immediate impeachment of Joe Biden. And then we end up with Kamala Harris, who I will never say her name right because I have no respect for her. Kamala will become president, and then Kamala will also be immediately dispatched for inciting and for the pandering of bail funds that I mentioned before, because that will be precedented in the impeachment of Trump as well. So it will apply to her. You follow? So then we end up with Nancy Pelosi, who also did similar things. And I don't want to end up with Nancy, don't get me wrong, I don't. But I'm just saying, I can see this playing out. And that was her plan all along. She wanted to, she went around the East Coast getting support for the 25th Amendment. You know, she either did that for Trump or she did it for Biden in lieu of him becoming president. My thought was that it was for Biden in lieu of him becoming president, and that they would initiate that for him not being coherent enough. And, you know, then it would be Kamala once again. So, and then there was the whole thing with the election. If neither one of them would have got 170 or whatever it is, 270, right? Yeah. If neither of them would have got the 270 electoral college votes necessary, then we got some action going on here. They're gonna chase this car down, dude. No. Anyhow, the shitball is rolling, and I do not see it stopping anytime soon. Sad to say, and so we'll see what they do. I mean, the left is always stepping on their own nuts, you know. It's what they do. They accuse people of doing what they're doing, and then, you know, and they impeached Trump for it. They literally impeached Trump for what Joe Biden did, like for real, in an even bigger way, with his son and his brother, you know, and with Obama and Hillary and Joe Biden himself all discussing the Logan Act together in the White House. And then, you know, all the millions of other things. I mean, come on, man. Benghazi, you know. It's just so disgusting anyways.
Is about all of this that's going on. I've always wondered. Yo, Robin, thank you so much for your support. Very much appreciated. Shout out to Robin, guys. Support is very appreciated. Your support is very appreciated. They're pushing. The cops are trying to push us back. And the protesters are pushing forward too. Now they're holding. It's not on the news. W says, I thought this was a soul stream, not CJ. I'm confused. Did I do something wrong? Why'd she say that? And why does it have 3 likes? Am I acting CJ-ish right now?
That's funny.
Let me know what you mean, Debbie, so I can, correct that. So I'm just not going to talk.
Huh.
Okay. Thank you, mods, for letting me know.
So I guess I was right, and it was Manny that got ran over last
Go
night.
home.
The worst.
Go the fuck home. Hey. You're supposed to go.
Why is my gimbal moving?
There's one feed at the Portland Ice facility, Portland, Oregon Ice facility, but nothing going on. Tacoma is where it's at today, and that's the thing too, Like, you can't say this shit isn't organized.
Oh, okay, Debbie, I understand. Turn my brightness down for now just to save some battery. It's gonna be a little bit harder for me to read comments. Yo, Jeffrey, thank you so much for your support, man. Shout out to Jeffrey. Big appreciated, man. Mods, yeah. Mods. So we have a couple people in the chat who are saying they got blocked for no reason too. Jolene and Lori. So I think we're accidentally blocking people. I think we're trying to block a certain person and blocking other people instead for like responding to the comment that you're trying to block. I've done that before in the past. Not to call you guys out. So we got, so far we have Jolene and Lori. Jolene Bradley and Lori S. Lori S. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate it.
And the reason why we're here is to see them get schooled. And it should be happening pretty quick by my clock. Can you imagine what it would be like right now if they would have came out in the first place and said all lives matter? And they could have maybe even said we're especially worried about these black lives too, or something. Or anything that was copacetic, for that matter. I mean, you can't say one kind of lives matter while the rest don't matter until those lives matter. That's just not logical, okay?
What's up? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
My answer to that has always been,
yeah, it's my iPhone.
I break for butterflies. You know? I break for squirrels. I break for kitties late at night. If I can avoid smacking it with my car, I do. It's going to jeopardize human lives, so that's a different story, you know. I wouldn't do that, you know, like if I had to hit a deer or hit anything that was in front of me instead of messing up a person. I'd make the right choice, hopefully, but to hear that. Or that, I suppose. Anyways, these people are beyond ridiculous, but it's all scripted, you know? And I don't mean like this is Hollywood or that this is Wag the Dog, literally, but partially, yes, it is. And it's in their own words, you know. They post George Floyd's death after the riots and destruction in Minneapolis. In their own words, they said that they had been waiting for an event like George Floyd's death in order to start this, what they call a revolution. It's in their own words. And then before the election, there was a ton of bureaucrats and real government people that are like paper pushers that were openly talking about and using the word coup on the president, Trump, if he won, and then putting pressure on Biden, as they actually are right now as we speak, to do the stuff that they want, the socialism, justice, and equity over equality, equity being monetary and equality being human. But equity is the word that they use, and equality is the word that the Constitution uses, and all we need to do is reinforce and restore and reinforce our Constitution, which is a living document, much like the Bible. Like I said, we just amend it to people or persons instead of all men. Everything else is good. And then we just, the law is supposed to be applied equally. Obviously, it's not. Oh, this guy's spraying something back there. Oh, that's the fire.
Yep, big ups to the mods. Shout out to the mods. Doing a great job tonight.
I thought that might have been my phone, so I just turned the alerts off, but no, it's Souls. Special shout out once again to Soul Luna for allowing us to share the truth from his perspective and our own.
Yep. You doing that?
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
I've heard a lot of what's going on. Or I've seen a lot of people yelling at you and stuff.
Oh yeah. That's nothing new though, man. All of a sudden I turned into public enemy number one with, Black Bloc for whatever reason.
I've been there.
Well, that's CJ that he's talking to.
All good, mods. Thank you.
They definitely both been there. I've watched while both of them were there.
What's wild, man, is even feeling like the alienation from other streamers, like, oh, we gotta keep our distance type thing. Like, man, for real? like I'm poison or something. Like, we gotta avoid that guy. We get seen with him. We'll get tagged with him. Like, man, I'm the only one out here not saying anything about anybody. Keeping it real chill. It is what it is, though, man. Can't keep everybody happy.
Thank you, Nicola. Jeez Louise. Guys, my words are not working tonight. Thank you so much, Nicola. I appreciate you so much.
You just checked off with a Jeez Louise, though. You just did that.
Appreciate you, Nicola.
How was DC for you, man? I didn't get a chance to talk to you.
DC, I don't know, man. It was chill. It was chill. Nothing really popped off. Yeah. Jeez, the protesters are gone. All right, guys, I'm gonna catch up with the crowd. Yeah, later. I'm gonna catch up with the crowd.
Huh.
I keep looking around. I keep turning around, and all of a sudden the crowd's not here anymore.
Yeah, I'm also noticing that, they're not just standing there chastising and yelling at the police right now like they normally would.
Jiminy Christmas.
And that's a really old McDonald's sign right there. I'm telling you that right now, that's an old sign. 'Cause I'm getting kind of old. And I remember seeing it when I was a kid. I wish he'd spin around and show that McDonald's. I'm gonna have to look for that now.
Jeez, we gotta poison this chat tonight. People are telling me to walk off a bridge.
Wow, that's rough. No
What if I took that seriously?
No doubt. They'd be responsible, in fact. Nah, Soul's cool, man. I don't care, he supports the movement. It's his choice. He's an American, and that's how he looks at it, too,
Yep, forgot rule number 1. Stay together, stay tight. Now I'm all not together. I'm separated and loose. Whoa. Pause. I hate myself. Alright, where's the crowd at? Gotta get back with the crowd. I don't know which direction they went.
Yeah, let's see. Carissa's still
Sounds
right
like
there
they're
at
over
the
here.
police line. What else we got in our magic mirror? Yeah, all the other streamers like rolled out together.
I was thinking of any words that were opposite of together and tight.
Thank you, Soul Luna,
It made
once
me
again.
sound so bad. Oh my
I'm gonna go check out Jared, one of the guys that I really don't appreciate very much. I've seen him, acting tough with women. It's like, fuck, man. Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. Oops. Oh, well, it still came through with it even with that. Damn.
So a good portion of the crowd has moved up to this point. Probably about 50 yards. Yeah, I believe it's the Progressive Car Brigade, so. Yeah, it's long.
Looking for the group. We are on 7th and Fawcett, going down 7th.
Soul's almost caught up to him now. He's catching up to the car brigade, turning right in front of Jared. So.
Still got some car brigade coming behind, very tiny.
Damn, the group really split like small teams everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's another little small group.
Yeah, there's groups of like 5 or 6 people.
Seriously. Fun size, I'm telling you.
Dude, what are their costumes? They're so dumb here.
So bad.
They just fucking block the road. They're like, alright, boys, don't let anyone get past us. That's it. They just stand there.
We're literally like 50 feet away and people smashing windows in front of them. Yeah, just don't move. As long as you guys don't come forward, we won't do that.
Don't let them get past this point.
Why not?
This is Seattle. We'd already have roads.
Oh, if this was Portland, we'd all these neighborhoods would already be filled with gas. Soul's across the street. Yeah.
They haven't moved like, at all? What? Seriously?
No, I don't think I will.
Damn, guess I'm not all that worried. I ran into the plane by Relax. That's very weird. You have lots of bike cops. Yeah, I saw that in the fucking riot cops on the bike line. But like, no desire to disperse the crowd. It's just like, alright, stand there. Don't walk past here.
Boop, 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 boop.
Dude, imagine fucking longboarding in this town.
I was just talking about it.
You would dude, you'd go so fast.
You would have to be good at it. Like good
You'd
at
have to be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to like fall back and slide and stuff. You'd like ruin your wheels, bro.
I bet there's a lot of like downhill longboarders down up here though.
Trey, imagine having a fucking scooter in here.
That's what we were just talking about in my chat. I was like, how fast do you guys think I would be ripping it down this hill full send? That's funny. Yeah, that's like literally what we were just talking about.
Yeah, I'd hit a fat bunny hop right here.
I know, dude.
Adam, shut up. You know you'd eat shit.
As long as you don't hit any cracks in it.
Dude, I was trying to warn you about the crash.
parlor.
The parlor.
You want to get
Fuck
a haircut?
parlor.
Thought they got shut down.
This is live. Those are some nice dresses. Look at that headpiece right there.
Oh yeah, one of these headpieces and shit. Then we go to Applebee's. I don't want copyright. Oh, I got it. Imagine if you lose your deal job. I feel the worst in the morning. I live 4 hours away from here. But I come 4 hours and go to sleep. 1 or 2 hours. Yeah, try to go to far away from here. So shut up. Idiot.
All the cops just go back to here.
Yeah, so I think it's great. I don't know what the hell they're doing, dude.
I was there for a minute, and as soon as I lost my group, I started popping back up here.
Yeah, I turned around. I decided to walk away.
There's people yelling at him.
It's boring right now. I have a feeling that won't be for much longer.
Alright, we're gonna stand here. Move a couple inches.
Well, pretty boring, I feel like.
They're probably just trying to protect that courthouse.
Yeah, I'd assume they wanted to protect the courthouse and prison.
Or whatever that was. Public.
Maybe I was wrong. It's just gonna be boring.
Yeah.
There's a good jail on that side of it.
Yeah, there was.
By that I mean the cops aren't gonna actually do anything.
Maniac. Guitar maniac.
Yeah, everybody's already aware of this. People across the street.
We got some guitars in there. Go in there.
There's a reason that they're on that side and not this side.
But the Democrats and the mass
If I
media
could play guitar, I'd be a country
Everybody
singer.
was like country kids.
You owe me the $50 that Gregor lost. I don't remember making any bet. Wait, was that fight today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Won or lost?
They got knocked out.
Like Nate Robinson did? That bad?
I wouldn't say that bad, but pretty close.
I totally spaced it last night. I didn't see the ad.
In fact, in Minneapolis, any more than 4 people is considered a gang, and that was true when I was 16 years old. So, like, a long, long time. I'm sure maybe they changed it for these guys, and, right, like, protesting is protesting, right? So, yeah. Once you're proven to be a gang, then you can use the RICO Act against these people, which is what should have happened. That's what Trump should have done. He could have used the RICO Act. He could have used, and I'm talking about, really, it's treason. You know what I mean? Like, when you pander funds for bail for people that are destroying America, are you not committing sedition and treason? Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Don Lemon, Mario Cuomo, or whoever the hell his name is. I think I got that right. Anyways. Yeah, if there was any truth in this world left, then that's what would have happened, you know what I mean? It would be, sedition and treason charges for those who really deserve it, and not this fake impeachment trial number 2. Alright, I'd rather contribute to Sol Luna than I would. These other guys.
Okay, I let it go the first time. I swear. If that's the second time that guy has farted. I gotta say something about it this time.
Yeah, you can tell it's fizzling out.
Seeing buildings like this makes me want to renovate it, turn it into a club, perform at it, bring a bunch of people to it. But COVID, SMH. That'd be perfect for a stage, but this isn't big enough for a full crowd. This would only be able to fit like 100 people. But I think it extends over here. I'm just trying to change the subject because they don't want anybody streaming over there. Or they don't want cameras pointed at that crowd and there's really nothing else to point at or talk about, so I'm just trying to change the subject.
Really? Well, thanks for letting us know, man. See what I mean? They all got schools.
Safety meeting, yeah, we could do that while there's nothing going on. Or you know what, guys? I'm gonna switch over to Twitch for now, since there's really nothing to report. So if you're not already following my Twitch, it's in my description. I'm gonna post a status where you guys can come watch too. Yeah, come check it out on Twitch. Hold on, I'm not gonna end the stream yet. Give me a second. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do. No, we could just keep it here for now. Jackie Pro says, can't wait for concerts. Yeah, man, I can't wait for concerts. I can't wait to start performing again.
Well, see, all these guys are trained. Let's try this. Oops. See what we get this way. There's Boot Troop. These Nuts Media. Protester Privilege? Let's check this out for a second.
Yeah, no, it's okay, no. Yeah, I would do it. Somebody said you were.
It looks like they're actually filming the supposed crowd, or is that like just the streamer corner? Might be streamers only there.
There's no chat going, right? You would have viewers. Yeah. Stand here while people walk out. Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, COVID sniffles. It's cold out here.
You're on full talk right now. Oh.
Yeah, cold vid.
Out there for the night, yeet. Shout out to our boy Steve. Thanks for everything you do, bro. And thanks to all the viewers coming over from Steve channel. luckily you got everything pretty much. Maybe try restarting your phone. Oh yeah, that's pretty lame. Looks like there's a tow truck out here. I don't know if they were towing vehicles earlier or what. Working. So there's probably, I don't know, 15 people, maybe not even, standing here left. Where at? Big long pole? Oh, the guy with the mallet. I got his info.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. With the thing hanging out his pocket right now.
Oh, now you've gone and done it. I know we've gone done it now. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, Primetime Patriot I am not familiar with.
On the left side of your screen,
I'm guessing,
there's a streamer that is in Portland, and they are in front of the ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement Federal Building in downtown Portland, where they've been fighting with the police for the last, year, but particularly the last couple of days.
Protester privilege I'm also not familiar with, but props to them for what they do. Back out of here. Okay. Who's this guy? Yeah. Behind enemy lines. Yeah, his moderators took me out. This page is not available. Okay. Not surprised.
Start talking about like, oh, if you see him, like what that one person was saying, like if you see him, smash his shit. Like if you touch me or anything connected to my body, you're gonna catch fists. Like and unfortunately I didn't catch her name, but for you guys, that are that are aware, saying story helps even one person. But the streamer that I was talking to earlier, the girl that lives here locally, was telling me about this story right here, which is terrible. So I'm going to say it again because I think this is just really sad. You can see the broken glass in the background behind these police officers right here. So keep in mind that this store was just showcased in the Tacoma newsletter as the oldest owned black business in Washington state. And they've been in business for 103 years. And the entire front of their business was smashed out by this group that is, out here in anger about what happened with the police last night. But what they've just done is, you've heard, whose lives matter, Black Lives Matter. You keep hearing that chant in the crowd. But then at the same time, this group just destroyed the front end of a black-owned business, which again, how much sense does that make? Like, how much sense does that make that what you've just accomplished is to put a black business out of business, at least for a period of time,
Sad.
This is like the push-pull with the police that these protests do. They'll come and then they'll go, they'll come, they'll go, come, go. The police will push them away, they'll come back, and it's just a back and forth type thing. Not something I plan on doing all night. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's freezing cold. I have work in the morning. And, we, there's only so much. Yeah, there's only so much that I can put up with you guys. Legit, like I do a lot. I show a lot of restraint in what I do out here because I deal with people that spit a lot of ignorance, and no one's put hands on me. No one's ever actually physically like touched me, which is good because I wouldn't do that. Like I'm not gonna proactively go out and try to put my hands on anybody, but I'm damn sure not the one. You know what I mean? Lisa, you're probably right. You know, and you see a lot of that. The people that are from out of towns are the ones that are bold enough to do the damage, and you saw that in Kenosha, which was terrible. You know, people were smashing, robbing, burning, handling all sorts of terrible stuff, and then they end up, you know, getting all those arrests that happen out in Kenosha, and it ends up being that they were, you know, like 75, 80% of them were from out of city, out of state. So, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it's Rob Lees. Rob Lees. I'm gonna say Rob Lees. Yeah, Mary, you're right. If it were a Saturday night, yeah, you know, Sunday, you know, this is church. So, is there any questions y'all have? Just so you know, like right now, if you guys have
It was
any
a good
questions,
story there. I mean, it was a bad story because it was a black-owned business destroyed by people that are supposed to be supporting black people, but that was a good capture clip there. And, you know, shout out to CJTV as well for sharing knowledge. It's about time that he comes around to figuring out that things are what they really are and not what, you know, what they appear to be. And it seems like he's coming around. I used to like Boop Troop too. Let's just see what's on his feed.
Press and then a couple dudes over here complaining about the protest.
He's also been attacked by them multiple times.
Can I get a choke on that joint?
Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Yeah, it looked like stuff was maybe starting to go somewhere on
to work to disperse the protesters, I guess.
Oh, very weird.
It's strange.
It was peaceful though.
Who's Manny Ellis? Primetime Chud.
That's me.
Coming up. Am I right? Primetime Chud?
I am Manny Ellis. Didn't know?
Good morning.
Sunday morning.
Hey Trey. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Monday
Did you
morning,
get here?
actually, unless your Nancy
About
Pelosi.
an hour.
DJ
Hour and
Street.
30 minutes ago.
Huh?
I watched this DJ Street.
So yeah, they're all in proximity to that chirping bird, which is probably an alarm of some kind, I'm guessing.
But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here and have a good night. Boop boop.
Yeah, see what I mean? Things died off. You can like totally tell when it's just gonna die out. And do you think that, like, if this shit was really real, do you think that, I don't know, man, like, do you think it would be going the way that it's going? You know, all these cops line up with their bicycles and all this backup, and then they don't do shit, and that they just, like, basically dispersed on their own? Like, does that not seem like someone gave them a heads up, like, hey, not tonight, guys, just go ahead and head home? because that's what it seemed like to me. Just saying. And I will probably also be ending this stream because it really doesn't look like, I don't know, Portland will probably be, okay, so yeah, it just ended here, bet Portland fires up maybe, but maybe not. I mean, honestly, I expected it was going to get crazy tonight because of, because of the video that we watched. Let's watch that again. Back out of here. Oh, it's like too slow. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oops. Dang it. Yeah, so here once again is what happened last night. Whoa. I almost...
Fuck! Oh my god! Hit those people! Oh my god!
Okay, so like right here in the beginning, it sounds like someone says, hit those people, don't it? And then they probably didn't expect it to actually happen though, right? But it sure did. There we go. I think that's the absolute beginning. Alright, so I thought Manny was the guy that really gets ran over right at the end because that person tumbled under the car as the car and the car tire rolled right over him. And I was like really surprised. Like you'd think it would just squish a person, right? I wish I could actually like make it bigger. I wonder if I can. No. Anyway.
Hit those people! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh! Oh my god! Fuck! Holy fuck! Oh my
that
god!
guy right there. He got his whole chest ran straight
Hit those
over.
people! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh! Oh my god! Fuck! Holy fuck!
Yeah, right there. See, he's laying almost on his back, but, you know, he kind of rolls with the car, it looks like. Okay, now it goes over him while he's still... how is that even possible, quite honestly? He's got his arm, you know, like, is there... I guess actually anything's possible, and I actually do believe in God and angels and good and bad ones. Malevolent spirits and all that shit, but let's back this up just a tiny bit. Right there, like, watch. Like, look at that. How is that even possible? That man and his bone structure is supporting all that weight. I mean, like, it really looks like something lifted that vehicle up. Remember when the I don't know, maybe a lot of people didn't see it, but there was a bicycle cop that rolled over a man who is known as Trumpet Man's neck, right? Well, he lifted up that back tire, you know, he like did like an endo over his neck, you know what I mean? He didn't put the full weight of that bike on his neck. It probably would have broke it, you know? Or maybe he was just protected too. Let's back that up. And like, look at that. Look how close that tire is to his head. It's really hard to get it. Oh, see, I mean, that's live video, and like, I don't know. This shit ain't funny, but it's still hard to not laugh, you know? I'm sorry. But that is just unreal. Let's watch it just from the beginning again.
Hit those people. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. Fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Dude.
Hit those people. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that dude was like, bro hit him, right? Am I right?
Hit those people. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, that first person got smacked though, you can hear that.
Hit those people. Oh my God.
Cars rubbing up.
Oh shit.
He was doing a brake stand.
Oh my God. Fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Hit those.
Absolutely incredible how resilient the human body really is, dude. I mean, that is something else. Alright, let's watch this little clip. This is the beginning of their little fire tonight, I believe. The Patriots don't start fires. They make graffiti all over the place because they like where they live. They just don't like the way things are going. These people, they hate America. And they're just really, like, literally a bunch of spoiled children that become adults. I mean, that's really what I see in this whole crowd. The timeout kids. I like Antifa Watch. See what I mean? Heads up, this chud is filming y'all. James Klug, huh? I'm gonna have to look him up. Yeah. I'm still monitoring the streams here. I was just looking. I don't see anything really worth switching to. There's the newest in my feed. Oop, I wish they still had that video though of well, what's this? This is oh yeah, I saw that already. Oops. There's always stuff in here like this. You know, dude got arrested for having an M4 and a silencer, well, a suppressor, same thing probably. Well, I guess it depends. The suppressor doesn't necessarily, a muzzle brake is technically a suppressor, but let's oh, he's on Twitch.
Yeah, no, it's okay, no. Yeah, I will do it. Somebody said you were. Buddy. Look on my phone. I need somebody to raid. Branty boy, is he on? Let's see, who's on right now? Brant, we love you, Brant. Yeah, shout out to that guy. I'll be like a little iffy on him when he was doing the whole more libertarian side of things. He fell into libertarian. He fell into the right side. He started realizing, hey, you know what? His vote wasn't gonna matter unless he went with Trump, and he didn't. He was not being the selfish libertarian, and we love you, Brant, for that, man. We love you, Brant.
I thought they said bread for a second, but that is the truth with me too. Same way.
I'm gonna live stream. Well, I want to live stream.
I voted for Gary Johnson in 2016. I voted for Trump this time.
We're gonna go over to Hey Kappas. I'm gonna put it in real quick. Make sure you guys, when we do the raid, you guys go drop all of your. Joey's live too. Oh, let him know. Man, I already called it out, and I'm not gonna change my mind. Let him know who's coming in to raid, you guys. I am gonna go raid over there to. Prep your emotes now. Just like fill out the whole chat bar and press. What was their name again? Hey Kappas. Hey Kappas.
That's awesome. Raid that.
Catching that audience.
Alright, let's get off of their tip. He seems cool though. I'm at to check him out. Everybody check him out. It's Primetime Patriot. He's on Twitch as well. Let's check out CJ. He's being pretty objective tonight. I'd like to see what he's got to say.
Yeah. And I know honestly, I didn't think it was going to be going this long tonight. I thought it would be a quicker event. So, but it is what it is. You can see there's still like stuff that's been tossed in the street. This is kind of where things started right here. You got the police. Looks like they're moving up the block behind me. I'm not sure where they're going. And then you got down the street over here. They got more like police on that intersection. We'll walk up this way, see what's happening. But again, so you guys, if you're on Facebook or Twitch right now,
I've had mixed feelings about CJ. Crisis Adam, I definitely.
What the hell?
Boop, boop, boop. Yep, I am in coma, but I don't soul.
One
I mean, I
second
do
here.
as a human being.
Trying to fix this.
Not for his attitude.
Close.
And I think I got booted off of his chat too. Gaslight report, huh?
You can hear him in the background. Is yelling at the building again. And Derek and Roach, no problem. Thanks for watching with us.
I like the full screen version. That's one of the things I like about After Action and Jeff Mack. Shout out to Jeff Mack and After the Action. Jeff Mack, I don't know why you tripped out on Eddie. I don't think that shit's cool, bro, but to each their own. It's not like he's making $1 million or anything, and it's not like people can't figure out that it's Jeff Mack and go there. It's free advertising, bro, and it's sharing truth, and it's the whole premise on the Fair Use Act, but people just want to like act like they're CNN and shit. Give me a break, man. You know, when you're the person restreaming everybody else's stream and then someone wants to restream your stream, don't cry about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, the funny thing is that these people, all these streamers and people pretending to be medics and press that like incite the stuff too and whatnot. They're always asking for an ass kicking, and they usually end up with one too. Well, I don't know about usually, but once in a while. The day that real America comes out to deal with these fools will be the day that they stop, I guess.
Share this out, guys.
I don't want that any more than anybody else, but like, you can see that eventually it might just happen, you know.
Thank you, Chanel. I will. Share this out, guys. Appreciate it.
Most of these people don't eat meat and they're female. So, who do you think's gonna win? Give me a break. And, you know, for anyone that hasn't been paying attention, when real Americans do come out to confront these people and their stupidity,
Karen, I don't know. I really don't.
the cops get in the middle of it. And then when they keep their nose out of it,
Thank you, though, Taryn. Appreciate it.
patriots, that is. And then, you know, they let it get so
Thank
far
you,
out of
Alexis, for
control,
sharing.
and then they do something.
sharing, guys.
11 p.m. in Washington, I believe. And that's usually about the time of day that the police stop playing games, so we'll see.
What you guys are doing to me.
He was pretty aggressive in Olympia about what you guys do. We got arrested.
What's going on, Ellis? Thank you for sharing, Washington. Yep, Adam's right here. Appreciate everybody for sharing. The more viewers we have, the more influence we have, and the more people that we keep informed on what's going on. Right now I'm out in Tacoma, Washington. As you see, they've already built a barrier. I don't know how many people. I would say there's probably around 200 people out here tonight. Around 200 that I see so far. Crowd's getting bigger by the minute. I smell a fire, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, thank you everybody who has shared this. The more viewers we have, the more people that are seeing what's going on and not being influenced by the news and the false narrative that the news might spread. You guys get the live feed right here. So appreciate everybody for sharing, everybody for tuning in. It also really helps for you to hit that like button or spam those heart reactions. That helps out the stream a lot too. It gets it boosted in the algorithm. So thank you guys so much for participating in that and helping our voices get heard and getting the news out there. What's going on tonight? It's responding to last night's event where the cop car ran into a crowd of protesters. So they're out here. Or they weren't protesters. I'm sorry. I need to change that. They weren't protesters. But a cop car drove through a crowd of people participating in some slideshow or like a car meet. You guys probably wouldn't know what those are. But they were doing burnouts, and police responded to the scene. They surrounded the police car, and the police car backed up and ran into a bunch of. My bad. I got distracted by the car up there. But yeah, backed up and ran into a crowd of people. So that's why they're out here in Tacoma, Washington tonight, taking the streets. For sure. Thank you, Rosie, for tuning in. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. No, I haven't seen any police showing up yet. Not yet that I've seen. Yep, thank you. Shout out to the mods in the chat. Shout out to the mods. They're already doing the blocking thing. They're having awards. They're trying to block his camera. Thank you, Aradia. I appreciate you. Shout out to Aradia. Shout out to Aradia Farmer. Very much appreciated. Yes, I'm in Tacoma. Yeah, it's pretty chilly out here.
Where the hell are they getting some of that stuff?
Crazy. appreciate everybody for tuning in. I can't really see all the comments right now unless I pull out my other phone, and my hand is extremely cold right now. So I'm going to only be able to read 1 or 2 comments at a time for now. But I appreciate every single person who's watching right now. Please go ahead and do me a favor, share this out. The more viewers we have, the more influence we have, the more people are informed on what's going on out here. I want to give a shout out to Jane. Thank you so much, Jane. Very much appreciated. But yeah, please share this out. Get everybody informed. Let your neighbors know. Let your friends know. Your Facebook friends know about what's going on in Tacoma. You don't necessarily have to share my stream. There are a few other people out here streaming tonight. You can share those streams too. But as long as you guys are keeping informed on what's going on, that's all that matters. Another way you guys can help boost us in the algorithm is by hitting that like button and spamming those heart reactions for us. That's another way to help out with the algorithm as well. Helps keep people informed. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is live, Jen. This is live happening right now. Says, can someone tell me what happened? Okay, so last night, a police car ran over, I think it was 8 people, a crowd of 8 people, or it ran into a crowd full of people, and 8 people were hit. 2 people were sent to the hospital, and so tonight they're taking the streets. Trying to wrap it up as least words as I can say. Keep the sentences short. I need a watermark. Yeah, I know I need to get a watermark on here.
he's got a buddy with a
I
backpack.
just realized this was earlier, but we didn't see this part.
I think he's got another one.
There's really nothing going on right now. People up at Portland Ice facility, but no one's really doing shit so far.
It is freezing, dude. I'm so cold. If you guys want live notifications turned on, comment exclamation point notify, exactly like that. That's how you can get those live notifications turned on. Thank you everybody who's tuning in right now. If you haven't already, please make sure you share this on your timeline, share it to some groups that you're in, and hit that like button. Helps out the stream and helps keep people informed on what's going on right here in Tacoma, Washington. Crowd size tonight, still about 200 people. There's a crowd over here, then there's also a couple crowds around, like there's a crowd behind me, and then there's a crowd up the street, around the corner. Okay. Somebody says the police just showed up, and they're getting ready.
Monkey, that's not how it is. You wanna watch the
Yeah, I know. I know not to inhale those fumes. I'm gonna stay away from it. Thank you for keeping me aware. I can kind of smell some of it. Right? The wrong crowd to say that stuff to. Oh, shit.
There was no severity.
They're
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm not gonna show that.
They told me, people in my chat were saying some Patriot guys.
Really?
Yeah, I told him to say that, but not really.
Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that so much. Get some hand warmers would be awesome. I have my gloves on.
Thank you, Monkey. Yeah, good stuff. No, that's not good stuff. Yeah, something is happening that okay, say that way, yeah.
guy's got an umbrella and a pizza. If you guys want live notifications, you can also go swipe out, go to my page and hit follow and like. That way you guys are informed on when I go live or when I make any status updates or post any pictures or whatever. Make sure you guys follow and like this page. Keep you guys informed. Also keeps your friends informed, keeps your neighbors informed. Share this out if you haven't already. Please share this to your page, share it to groups. Hit that like button. Yeah. Have to iterate every time that it's to support people being informed so that people don't think some extra stuff. God, my hands are freezing off. No, I don't think anybody got shot. I think they're starting to march. I think they're starting to march. I'm not sure though. All right, I'll follow behind.
They marched because they
Yeah, what's at Bernie's mittens right now?
If you're standing there, then it's not. Yeah, they have to be marching in order to not get dealt with.
Thank you for sharing the independent live stream guide.
Yeah, there's nothing else to see here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. And thanks for watching. I may edit some parts of this and throw it on YouTube. I'm not really too sure. If it gets struck, it gets struck from malcontent and his malcontentment. Anyways, fuck that guy, dude. For real. It's called fair use. If you don't like it, don't be in public filming and, streaming it out to the public. I don't have to have an ID card to watch your video, so then fucking go fuck yourself, malcontent. Anyways. Yeah, till next time. Peace out, bud.